In this video, I'm going to show you what to do after you're done casting. You got all this used, used sand. How to re-moisturize it and use it again. So this is right after the pour, okay? And not all of it is, dry as hell. The sand on the not close to the pattern is pretty moist. So the first thing I usually do is just mix it up. Just mix up everything together. Now a lot of the times the sand is super hot, so you don't want to touch it. And I'm just going to try to break up all these dry clumps and mix everything in together. Now you can use the sand as many times as you want. In fact, my experience tells me that the sand gets better as you use it over and over again. That's just what I've seen, okay? I don't know if that's true or not. So really, you want to till this, okay? I don't have a tiller. So all these little lumps, I can't get all of them out. But when we re-moisturize, that'll get some of them. And then all the remaining, I'm putting it in a bucket. So that's important because it keeps all the moisture in, okay? And when you do that, all these little teeny lumps get sort of re-moisturized, and then the next time you use it, it'll just be nice and rich and soft. So you gotta leave it overnight. Okay, so I've mixed it up enough. Okay, so make sure this isn't too hot. Well, it's a little on the hot side. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of water. I don't have running water here at the shop, so I just have to bring these guys. Let's add some water. Now err on the side of not enough water. So we're gonna mix that in nice and evenly. Okay, that should cool it down some so where I can handle it. So you might be thinking, well, how do you know when you're done? Well, let's see if I can. Yeah, so you do what's called the squeeze test. Alright, so you just grab a handful and you squeeze it, and it should come out to be like in the shape of your fingers and not be too crumbly. This is too crumbly. Okay, just a little bit of pressure and it just all falls apart. So that tells me that we need more water. So let's add more water. Mix it around. So let's try the squeeze test. Ugh. So there it is, and now this is the test. Can you break it in half evenly? It's just a little crumbly. You see that? Just a little crumbly. You want it to be able to break in half nice and cleanly. So now that I can touch it, I'm just going to mix it around a little more. Because it could just be that the water hasn't mixed evenly. This looks pretty good, so let me try this again. Okay, there it is. Alright, now we're going to break it nice and even. Okay, it's not like super crumbly apart. I can poke it. See that? This is good. And you'll just have to do this a bunch of times just to get the feel for it. So now we're going to put it back in its bucket. So it's important to keep it in a bucket if you're using, this is water-based sand, meaning that, you mix it with water. There's also oil-based sand, and that you could just leave in a big tub. But then you get like bugs and stuff in it. So I like this stuff. Alright, so we're just gonna pour it back in its bucket. Try not to spill some. I lose a little bit every single time I do a casting. And then, ideally before you use this, you want to let it sit overnight because, like I said, the moisture is stuck in this bucket, and it just sort of bathes it in that moisture, and it gets nice and soft and everything you want. So, there's that. Put our lid on. That's it. Alright guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. So, at the end of every casting video, I'm going to just link to this one so you can see, people can see how to reuse the sand. So thanks for watching again. Like this video, subscribe, I would really appreciate that. See you later.